had an activist say to me recently that they felt like they were just the implementers of what the foundation had granted. Instead of the foundation giving them funds for a project or a need that they felt would really advance their work, they were given funds to implement the foundation's vision of what it felt would advance their work.
It might have started out more as a social movement, individuals who felt really passionately about seeing certain things change in the society. And what has eventually happened is that there is this concentration of money through institutionalized giving or through an elite population that wants to see a certain agenda push it through.
The fantasy about foundations is that philanthropists want to give their money away, and it's a wonderful thing where rich people give their money to good causes. The reality is that philanthropy is a system that allows rich people to actually maintain control of their wealth. So their wealth is in danger of being taxed by the government. Instead of having it be taxed, they can put it into a separate place called a foundation, which is still a bank account that they get to control what happens to, and they only have to give 5% of that away a year. So they can be growing their pile of wealth, and it's got their name on it. It's their elite money. They can spend it how they want. They can pay their friends to be on the board of trustees. They can pay their friends and family to run the organization, and that 5% includes the operating expenses. So really, they actually get to maintain control of the wealth by putting in a foundation. And the vast majority of foundation and philanthropic giving does not go to social justice, right? A lot of it goes to the right wing that has really benefited from philanthropy. Some of it goes to various vanity projects of the wealthy. But it's not, this is not an effective way for us to get at the root causes of poverty and racism and colonialism, et cetera.
The majority of the money, like overwhelmingly, are going to the kind of national intermediary organizations that are based in Washington, D.C. that claim to be representing the grassroots communities, and also to policy organizations. I mean, I'm not saying that those aren't important. I just think that foundations essentially determine which strategies get deployed within a social justice ecosystem. I think that's very unhealthy.
Private philanthropy is controlled by very few people. The boards of directors of most foundations are extremely non-representative racially and by gender. And the decisions that are made by those boards are unaccountable.
They want to fund kind of very technical or kind of, small piecemeal wins. I don't think that they want to fund radical things that have a structural change. We need radical transformation of our economy, and those people who essentially have benefited from an economic system that allowed them in the first place to create these foundations are not about to fund things that will radically undermine their power.